Valley High School basketball is on the air. With live video streaming at 630thefan.com. Let's go courtside for today's game with Wayne DeZubak and Dave Burnett.
Hey everybody, welcome to a Thursday night game of the week. That's right. Week's not over yet. You got to go to work tomorrow, but tonight we've got a dandy for you, at least an impending great game here as we got the top two teams in the state squaring off at Centennial High School. Number one, Borah, 11-1 in league against number two, Centennial, also 11-1 in league. The only Borah loss was to the Centennial Patriots back earlier this year at Borah High School, and Borah would like nothing better, Dave Burnett, than to come into this place, come into Centennial Gym, and repay them.
Yeah, exactly. They lost, I think, 54-44 was the final score there, and I am sure revenge is on their mind, and to do it at Centennial at their gym, there'd be nothing sweeter for the Borah Lions.
Well, let's set the stage for you. We are coming to you on KIDO 580, our sister station, because we have Vandal basketball on 630 The Fan. But on 630thefan.com, you can follow this game on streaming. So you can go to 630thefan.com and pick up the play-by-play and the streaming video, or you can listen here if you're out in your car or out about on 580 KIDO. So a big game tonight. Centennial favored in this game, obviously because it's at home, but the Borah Lions, number one in the state, Dave, and the atmosphere here tonight is going to be electric. This place is pretty much filled up.
Yeah, it is. It's full and it's loud. I mean, the JV game went to overtime. They were screaming back and forth. The students at each other across the gym. It was loud. So they're already primed. They're prepped and ready to go, and these players, they have got to be excited, and that does bring into question how much is nerves going to play a factor in this, because I know they're deep in the season. They've been playing now for some 17 games. But how much will nerves play a factor in this? We'll find out very quickly.
All right, the guys that make Borah tick, DeAndre Jones and Rylan Bergerson.
They do, and I will agree with you. They are the two guys that make it tick. But I'll tell you the thing that I noticed in the Borah games we've done, the kid that really is kind of the swing man in this, and that would be Max Reitman. Max is that third guy in there that when Max plays a good game, nobody can touch him. So Max is, DeAndre Jones pretty consistent. Rylan's very consistent. And when Max Reitman is playing and is hot, nobody can touch him.
Over on Centennial side, we keep thinking that big 6'8" Connor DeSagne is going to be a factor in a game, but every game we see, the last time we saw him a couple of weeks ago, Dave, he got into foul trouble early, and as a result was on the bench 90% of the time.
But you know what? The bench for Centennial is very deep. They just, as a matter of fact, I think, I'm trying to remember who it was they switched over. I think it's Kendall Williams.
Yeah, it was Kendall Williams.
Yeah. Moved him out from a forward into the post, and they didn't miss a beat. They just kept playing on. They brought the big guy in the second half, got a couple more fouls, went back to the bench. And Centennial won that game. Yeah,
they've got a lot of ways to hurt you if DeSagne can't do it. And then you've got Kendall Williams. He could get it done underneath. But then they bring in Delvion Jackson, who's 6'5", and he's a junior. So watch out. They've got a lot of different weapons that can really do some harm.
Yep, and we're getting right down to it now. You got this week, the girls already in district play. We'll talk to Destiny Slocum coming up at halftime from Mountain View. But the guys, they are not that far out from district play. So all these games are very important for seeding to see exactly where they get seeded. I mean, obviously, these two teams will be playing in district tournament and will be probably up, toward the finals. But getting that seeding all important right now.
Again, just to kind of put it into perspective how big this boys game is tonight, the girls' district 5A3 tournament started tonight. They had playing games on Tuesday night. Tonight, first round. And Mountain View won easily over Timberline, and the Mountain View team is already here. Destiny Slocum will visit with us, as you mentioned, at halftime. They're already here after they won that game. What was it, 81-42, something like that?
81-42. Aid ran a victory, coming up with 22 points, playing very big in that game for Mountain View, which is good. Not all of the weight on Destiny Slocum. She's able to feed it off, but that's a victory there. Capital's playing in the game right now, and I'm not sure. I can't remember who it is they're playing against. And here's a note for anyone who tweets. Don't tweet out half. That's like saying the current score of the baseball game, the Cubs 2. Tell who they're playing, because I can't remember, but Capital was leading at the end of the first quarter against their opponent.
So you got a lot of people coming in here to watch this game. We've seen a lot of different people that are basketball fans from other schools like Capital. Capital, by the way, won last night. They're playing a lot better, Dave. Capital, I think, along with Borah, along with Centennial, and maybe now Rocky being more the outsider. Now, Rocky is the only team to have beaten Centennial in league play. So while Borah's one loss in league at 11-1 was to Centennial. Centennial's only loss was to Rocky.
Yeah, they've lost 2 games total. One was to
Coeur d'Alene,
yeah. The other
but
to
in
Rocky.
league.
But in league, they kind of get a similar thing going here. So, I mean, this game is huge tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. The fans, it's funny, Centennial students, they've got a blackout going. Borah students, they've got a blackout going. So everyone's got a blackout going here. So I think they're going to go for the knockout
Here's
punch.
the deal. It's a Thursday night. We keep thinking about our Friday night game of the week, but tonight the Treasure Valley's rocking. The weekend's starting early for us, and why not? It's Super Bowl weekend. It might as well be a super weekend starting on Thursday night.
It may as well. And I'm just looking, our streaming numbers beginning to pick up right now. 630thefan.com. That is where you can watch a live video stream of the game, almost live. It's like 40 seconds behind what's actually happening.
But if you're not watching us, if you're not here, you don't know it. So
exactly.
Don't give it away.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the magic of it. But I'll say this. So those numbers picking up. And I would recommend, if you do that, become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. That way you get notification when we're doing something. You'll get notification of it, and it'll come right there. And that way you're not having to search and figure out where they're at, what are they doing. That way you'll know if you become a subscriber to the 630 The Fan YouTube page.
And again, if you have to leave the computer or your smartphone for some reason, we are on 580 KIDO tonight with the play-by-play. Our game tonight being brought to you by Steve's Hometown Toyota. Worth the short drive to Ontario to save big money. By Go Wireless, now get 50% more data. By Boise Muffler, let Boise Muffler Shop help simplify your day. Foot and Ankle Medical Center with locations in Napa, Fruitland, Mountain Home, and Emmett. By Double R Ranch, Northwest Beef, hand-selected quality and unsurpassed flavor. And by Pioneer Federal Credit Union, moving your money forward. Our proud sponsors of high school basketball here tonight on KIDO, and again live streaming video on 630thefan.com. The last time I was a little surprised that Centennial was able to upset Borah at Borah Gym. You're feeling tonight. Do you think Borah has a chance of upsetting them here tonight?
Boy, it's going to be tough. I mean, the crowd is loud. You got your band here. It's your gym. And again, it depends in part what they do. If they get in quick foul trouble again and have to juggle their lineup, they did fine last time. But Borah and Centennial, we've seen quite a bit of basketball, 5A basketball here in the Valley. And really, I think these two teams are the cream of the crop right now. I think Rocky has the potential to be, but they're struggling a little bit to find themselves. And maybe from Kobe Lee being slow getting into the lineup, now they're trying to get that rhythm going and get something established before they go to district. But right now, I think these two teams are probably what I would consider the cream of the crop, the rest battling to get in there.
They really are, and I think Capital, they've won like 7 or 8 in a row now with that win last night over Rocky. So they're looking pretty good. Capital starting to come on strong after they lost players like Talon Pinckney, who we'll see tonight on Centennial. But he basically jumped ship last year from Capital when they had a switch in coaches. He came over here to Centennial, and that was a big position to fill.
Yeah, it was, absolutely. So I guess when I say cream of the crop, you have these two teams at the top, Borah and Centennial. Then the next would be Capital and Rocky, and then everybody else. That's kind of the way it's shaping up right now. That's not to disparage everybody else, because in district play, anything can happen.
Well, we got a big one here tonight, not to move too far ahead, but a week from tomorrow night, Dave, we're going to be over at Eagle High School with 630 The Fan, and we're going to be bringing you the 5A District 3 Girls Championship game. So that will be fun there.
Yep, it will be from there, and excited to do that. Last year we did the district championship, and it was a great game, one of the best games we had all season.
All right, so here's the situation. The flag is starting to drop. They're getting ready for the national anthem here. We've got a capacity crowd at Centennial High School. We've got two 11-1 teams, and you're listening to this game on 580 KIDO. You can watch it on 630thefan.com. We've got you covered from a couple of different angles. As we mentioned, the girls' district has started. They played the first round tonight, and of course we're going to have Destiny Slocum from Mountain View with us as our guest at halftime. So a lot of good stuff going on. Dave Burnett, Wayne DeZubak with you here at Centennial High School on a Thursday night game of the week right here on 580 KIDO. We'll take a 2-minute timeout for our national anthem, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off for tonight's game at Centennial High School right after this, again on 580 KIDO.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Have you heard? Proactive Plus is faster and better than ever. Stay tuned for a $1 million bottle giveaway, and you'll also receive free shipping. With Proactive Plus, your acne can heal, and you can help prevent new breakouts. Don't miss this limited time offer. We're going to let 1 million people try Proactive Plus risk-free and get 2 free gifts, and also receive free shipping when you call right now. Call 800-393-6272. That's 800-393-6272.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Welcome back to Centennial High School. Wayne DeSubac, Dave Burnett with you here on 580 KIDO. And again, if you're near a computer or your smartphone, want to watch the game, we've got live streaming on 630thefan.com. Some Vandal basketball going on tonight on 630, so we're over here on our sister station, 580 KIDO. And we have got a good one for you. Centennial High School hosting the Borah Lions as DeAndre Jones introduced at one of the starting guards for the Borah Lions, and now being introduced for Centennial, Talon Pinckney. Talon Pinckney, the 5'10", talented senior who came over from Capital, gives DeAndre Jones a big old hug at center court. Here's Max Reitman, who Dave says really can be a difference in a game.
Yeah, he really can, Wayne. Like I said, as I've watched Borah, when he plays well, nobody can touch him.
Now being introduced, Kendall Williams, the 6'5" senior who played a key role a couple of weeks ago in a game that we watched and we broadcast when Connor DeSagne for the 6'8" center for Centennial had some foul trouble. Now being introduced, Jake Paulin, a 6'2" senior. He'll be one of the forwards for the Borah Lions. Again, both these teams 11-1 on the year. Taylor Wallach getting the start tonight, a 6' senior at one of the forwards for the Centennial Patriots. Now being introduced, number 25, Mark Jerome, a 5'11" senior. And here's a guy that I love the way he plays, Delvion Jackson, 6'5", a senior. And when he gets hot, boy, I tell you what, he is tough underneath.
Yeah, they got a couple of kids on Centennial's team that really matured. Kendall Williams, one of those, Jackson the other. They've matured so much since last year.
Rylan Bergeson, 6'5", senior. His dad, of course, Boise State great Roberto Bergeson. Yep. And then Connor DeSagne being introduced here at 6'8".
And no surprise, Ryland evidently being watched very closely by Boise State. So that's somebody a local kid they may be interested in.
Boise State, of course, at Air Force, coming off that big win over Utah State the other night where they trailed the entire game. They were down 10 points with 10 minutes to go and went on a 7-0 run down the stretch to win it.
I was watching that on ESPN3 and I, kind of turned it off and I'll check it again. It was like, whoa, there's a little over a minute left. They just went ahead.
Hey, when I was a kid, I only watched, football, they could have a 28-point second quarter and you miss the whole game.
Yep.
But in basketball, if it's going to be any good, it's going to be good down the stretch. I used to watch just the second half of a basketball game because that's when it was going to get exciting.
That's probably a good point.
All right, here we go. Delvion Jackson's going to be jumping up against Rylan Bergeson as we get ready to go. Our game of the week coming to you tonight from Centennial High School on a Thursday night. Moved it up a night. We'll be idle tomorrow. No game tomorrow night, but we've got a dandy here tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Talon Pinckney saves it, and he'll get it inbounds. All right, here we go. Wallach has it, right side to Jackson. Jackson to Pinckney. Pinckney underneath. The alley-oop knocked away. Bounced around. Everybody going for it. Finally, it's Williams who comes down with it and controls it. Gets it out to Pinckney. Pinckney backs it out. Double team. Rylan Bergeson riding all over him. And Ainsley comes up with a steal to DeAndre Jones. Jones one-on-one. kicks it back outside, and they'll slow it down. Max Reitman will back it up near half court. That's Williams coming out on him on defense. Hands it off to DeAndre Jones. Jones now sets up the offense. Just underway. 45 seconds gone in this game. Jones drives the lane off the glass and good.
Well, obviously, Borah's coaching staff has said, don't get anxious, be very patient, and they were that time, and it came up with 2 points.
2-0 Borah, 7 minutes to go here, first period. Just underway, got a late start because the JV game. An underhand lay-in by Talon Pinckney. How good is that? Just scooped it to the hoop, and it's tied at 2. Reitman in the corner gets it out to DeAndre Jones. Jones to Jerome at the high post. He kicks it back left side. Paulin has it. Now they'll get it to Bergerson. He'll set it up. Look for DeAndre Jones maybe to set up the play. Then again, maybe not. Bergerson kind of hanging with it.
He can handle the ball.
He sure can. Reitman, left side, top of the wing. Goes into the corner. DeAndre Jones, 3 on the way. Rattles around the rim, and it's brought down there nicely by Kendall Williams on the rebound. So Centennial has it. Tie ball game at 2. Talon Pinckney, left-handed pass. They get around to Jackson. Jackson being covered by Jerome. In the corner, they go to Wallach. Wallach makes a left-handed dribble in the lane. His shot short. Rebound by DeAndre Jones, and here comes Jones down the left side. Jones picked up by Wallach. Will hold the ball at the top of the key. Goes over to Reitman. Now Jones has it and will back it out. DeAndre Jones. And he's got the big guy, 6'8", Connor DeSagne on him, way out on top. Jones going, I can take you. Pull-up jumper, hits the back of the rim, bounces out. Talon Pinckney picks it up off the floor and races down the left side. And Jones called for a foul, reaching around the back of Pinckney.
Boy, obviously, they're going to call this very closely. That was just kind of a little reach. You see that one not called as much as you see it called.
So Centennial will bring the ball out in front of their crowd. Talon Pinckney cuts it across half court. Gets it to Delvion Jackson, right side. Jackson on the wing, comes back to Pinckney. Pinckney picked up by Jerome. Jerome, some tight defense, has his hands inside, trying to knock the ball away. Now Paulin comes over, double team on Pinckney. Pinckney trying to drive through it, gets it to DeSagne, but Pinckney's down on the floor. DeSagne gets it away, so a nice job by Pinckney to get around the double team. Jackson drives to the lane, no good. Offensive foul on Jackson. He ran right into Rylan Bergerson. That'll be his first.
Yeah, Rylan had set up really well under the basket that time and was just kind of waiting in the weeds. In fact, there were 2 or 3 Borah players there, but Rylan's guy sitting still and got the call against Centennial.
Coming up on 5 to go, first period, tied at 2. Low-scoring game so far as these 2 teams testing the waters here at Centennial High School on a huge game of the week on Friday night. A fan being kind of absconded from a toy. He had it looked like a pool stick with a teddy bear hanging from it. And that's not going to work because he was hanging it over the court. So school officials came over and said, excuse me, Max Reitman in the lane, trips and falls and travels along the way, turns the ball over.
Well, that's a good guess on what was on the end of that pole. It was actually a stuffed lion.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a stuffed lion that they had hanging from a pole and a noose.
It looked like a little teddy bear to me.
Yeah,
so
it was a little lion.
And a noose?
Yeah, it had a
wow,
noose.
That's mean.
Well, you know, they're against Borah.
Well, that's vicious. They're out for keeps tonight, aren't they? 4:30 to go, first period. Tied at 2-2. Jackson has it. Gets it over to Talon Pinckney, right side. DeAndre Jones picks him up. Pinckney drives the lane. Scoop to the hoop. Good. And he's fouled. Or do they call an offensive foul?
They're going to call an offensive foul.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he let the ball go before he hit everybody.
I did too. That's, wow.
Yeah, I don't agree with that call at all. And I don't have a dog in this fight. But Talon Pinckney picking up his first personal.
Yeah, that's not when you usually get home cooking when it's your home court.
So 2-2, the score remains. It looked like a nice clean play by Talon Pinckney. Had a lot of body control. DeAndre Jones now with it outside. Kicks it in the corner to Jerome. Paulin thought about taking it inside, doesn't. So the Lions moving around the perimeter. Now they go to the high post to Rylan Bergerson. Hasn't taken a shot yet. Paulin double dribble, not double dribble, but a 2-dribble drive and shot no good. Little difference between a 2-dribble drive and a double dribble.
I think we're seeing a little bit of nerves right now. 2-2 in the first quarter, just 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. They're not putting the ball on the hoop. They're playing a little nervous.
Delvion Jackson deep in the corner, and Mark Jerome comes on him. Pinckney has it. DeAndre Jones, the 2 guards. playing on each other right now. Trying to look for Dasani down low. Pinckney drives to the hoop. He scores, and this time he's fouled.
That's what he wanted to do last time when he had the offensive foul called on him, so Pinckney happy with that play.
So right now, Talon Pinckney has all 4 points for the Borah Lions, and the foul that time is on DeAndre Jones. DeAndre Jones. I was correct.
Brooks King is going to check in for Taylor Wallach right now for Centennial.
So Talon Pinckney, his free throw bounces around, no good. Reitman with the rebound for Borah. So the Patriots by 2. 3:19 to go here in the first period. Low scoring first period, like Dave said. I think both feeling the nerves. Rylan Bergeson, first shot not there. Taken off the floor on the rebound. Wow, by Brooks King, and he's fouled by Rylan Bergeson, and I'm not sure what Rylan was thinking about, Dave.
Well, Rylan saw the ball loose and thought he'd scoot in there and get it, but the problem was it wasn't really loose, so he winds up picking the foul up as Brooks King had good control and possession.
And he's upset with himself because that was really one of those fouls that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
So they'll bring it all the way down underneath the Borah basket, and Centennial will bring it down with Talon Pinckney coming up on 3:05, 3:04 to go here in the first period. Delvion Jackson, Mark Jerome on him, drives baseline, cut off there by Jerome, kicks it back out to Brooks King. King's three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Bergeson. Here come the Borah Lions. They're on the right side with Bergeson leading the way. Offense sets up, goes to high post to Mark Jerome. Jerome backing in against King, loses the ball, fight for it, and Kendall Williams comes up with it. So Centennial steals the ball away with 2:30 to play here in the first period, up by 2. Jackson working against Paulin, takes him to the lane, and he gets the foul. So Paulin's going to come up with a foul that's going to send Delvion Jackson to the free throw line.
Who would have thought, Wayne, with just 2.5 minutes to go in this first period, we'd have 6 points on the board total. Wow.
Not I.
But there's no lack of action.
Well, you can feel the intensity. A lot of it's because you got a packed gym. You've got a playoff atmosphere in a regular season game. Jackson's shot is good. First free throw of the night by either team is good. And we've got a 5-2 ball game. 3-point lead for Centennial with 2:29 to go here in the first period. Jackson's second free throw, good as well.
You know, I'm wondering if Borah is doing this by design. I don't remember Rylan Bergeson bringing the ball up the court every time, and it's throwing Centennial out. Kendall Williams and Jackson now out on him, kind of changing the defense up a bit.
Jackson knocks it away from Bergeson. Ball still loose, diving for it on the floor. Bergeson comes up with it, and we got a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, Connor's going to pick up a foul on that one. Kind of dumb, he just ran into him.
Connor DeSaunier picks up his first personal. Every game we've seen, he has a penchant for picking up. I guess they're going to give you 4, and he uses them. So Borah has the ball inbounds. Driving to the lane. A shot by Bergeson, not good. Talon Pinckney, man, can he sky? He gets it, and then a foul underneath the basket, and it's going to be on Jake Paulin, his second.
That's the thing you really notice about Talon Pinckney is he's 5'10", but he plays more like 6'3", because he plays up around the rim.
2:07 to go here, first period. 6-2 is our score. Centennial leads it on their home court. Both teams 11-1. Centennial ranked number 1. Borah number 1. Centennial number 2. Brooks King thought about the 3. Instead gets it to Kendall Williams, who cans it from 15 feet. And it's 8-2, a 6-point lead, and Borah calls timeout with $1:50 to go. First period, down by 6. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back right after this with Centennial leading Borah 8-2
Hey, Treasure Valley.
on 580 KIDO.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Wayne Dzubak along with Dave Burnett. We are here on the balcony, kind of courtside. Beautiful. Yeah.
Apologies to those sitting behind us that can't see.
Well, a lot of people have moved. Oh, well. 8-2. They can watch it on 630thefan.com.
Yep.
8-2 is our score. 6-point lead for Centennial. Rylan Bergeson down the lane and puts it up and in. His first bucket of the night. 8-4 ball game. 1:30 to go. First period. Still kind of low scoring here. And we got a whistle underneath the basket away from the play. And it's going to be against Borah, but I'm not sure who.
It's a holding call.
The only one that was underneath there was Bergeson. It's his second. Wow.
Yeah, they call on Rylan. Rylan's kind of going, what?
Yeah, so we talked about that one that was unnecessary. This one was way away from the play again. So now he has 2 quick fouls here in the first period. Not good news for Borah.
But I will say this with Rylan. It wasn't one of those
Inbounds pass comes to Jackson. Jackson quick put it back right up, but didn't go.
It wasn't a what like he was denying. It was a what like I did what?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Borah has the basketball as they get the rebound on the missed shot by Williams. In the corner was Reitman. Gets it back outside. Pull-up jumper, no good by Borah. And rebound comes down to Centennial. Centennial on the run. Delvion Jackson, pull up from 3, no good. Rylan Bergeson gets the rebound.
Well, Borah's having some shooting problems, and the last thing they want to do is let Centennial get into a rhythm or they'll get buried quickly.
Jackson cleverly in the game now for Centennial. Jerome gets it to Bergeson. Coming up on 43 seconds to go here in this first stanza. 8-4 is our score. They go down low. Borah does and lose it out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Borah. They went it down low to Derek Oplenever. And it was knocked out of bounds by Centennial. So now Ellis Magnuson will bring it in bounds. Does so to Mark Jerome. Back to Magnuson. Magnuson drives to the hoop. Puts up a shot. Tough. Defended, but it goes in. How did he make that shot? 8-6 ball game. Centennial leads it with 17 seconds to go here in the first period. Nine seconds. Talon Pinckney, 7 seconds. Now he takes it. Kicks it to the outside. The shot on the way. Up and down. No good. Borah comes up with a rebound. And that shot at the buzzer was missed by Jackson cleverly. And so we have played one. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. And we've got a 2-point ball game. Centennial 8, Borah 6 right here on 580 KIDO.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and ankle medical center.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about them. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee: sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you. Call 466-FEET or visit footandAnkleMedicalCenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and ankle medical center.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
One period in the book here at Centennial High School. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burdett with you on 580 KIDO. Live streaming video on 630thefan.com. 8-6 in favor of Centennial. Borah has the basketball. Neil Coley now in the ball game. He checks in, gets it to Reitman. Reitman down to Jerome. Jerome picked up by Cleverly. And Jerome will back it out. Cleverly comes out on him. Jerome now drives it, kicks it out to Evers. Evers bounces it back to Keeley. So really extending that defense, Dave. Centennial playing some tough D. Right side they go to Neil Coley, to Jerome. And Borah now down just by 2, willing to play some possession basketball. Inside to Coley. Coley on the run. A shot no good. Rebound by Kendall Williams. So Centennial has the basketball. Coley, that was a tough shot. He was on the run in the lane. He was open, but he had to get rid of it in a hurry. Talon Pinckney has it. He goes in the corner. Cleverly brings it back out to Pinckney. Pinckney being guarded there by Magnuson. Magnuson stayed in the game during the break at the end of the first period. Pinckney to Wallach, and Wallach will bring it around. Top of the key now with it. That's Cleverly. Here's the shot by Wallach, no good. Rebound by Magnuson. He takes it off the floor as the air ball from Wallach. And you can hear the Borah guys calling it. Reitman from outside. That's the kind of shot, Dave, you were talking about.
Yep.
Reitman misses it from three, and Neil Coley has it now as Borah got the offensive board. Coley, long pass in the corner to Reitman. Reitman dumps it out to Jerome. That's Magnuson. Magnuson takes a shot, not there. Williams with the rebound, and Talon Pinckney comes down the right side. Drives into the lane, kicks it into the corner. The shot on the way by Brooks King is good. Three-pointer, and Centennial is up by 5, 11-6. King's first bucket of the night is a tray, and with 6 minutes to go, Centennial by 5. Magnuson in the lane. The defender left him. He could have just gone up with a lay, but he kicked it back outside, so Borah will set up their offense again. He did everything he needed, Dave, to juke that defender, and when he did, he kicked it back out.
Well, the good news for Borah is they are resting 3 of their starters. So far, it has not hurt them.
Magnuson, pull-up jumper is good. He has 4 points in the game coming off the bench, and it's a 3-point game again. 11-8 Centennial.
Magnuson and Reitman, the only 2 starters in the game right now for the Lions.
Shot from the outside, not there. So Williams misses. Coley comes up with a rebound. Magnuson has it. Evers. Pull-up jumper, not good. Rebound Jerome. Actually, right now, Dave, Jerome's the only starter in the ball game.
No, Max Reitman's still there, isn't he?
Reitman didn't start.
Well, that's right, he did. He came off the bench, you're right.
So they've got him out there. They've got the whole bench. I mean, that's the point. The whole bench is starters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a statement from the coach or if he's just getting them rest.
I don't know. I know Bergerson has 2 personal fouls quickly, but they're just not playing the way I think that Kerry Cato wanted them to play. So I think you're right. I think it is a statement. Bergerson now checking into the scorers tables. Neil Coley backs it off with 4:20 to go. Borah down by 3, and again playing possession ball, having a hard time to penetrate that Centennial defense. Magnuson kicks it out to Coley. Coley's 3, good. There's some points you weren't counting on. We're tied at 11.
Well, right now the bench for Borah Lions getting them back in this game. So maybe Coach Cato, maybe he knows what he's doing.
He's been around for a while. He's a smart. He's a smart one.
Yep.
And if they go down to the low post, kick it back out to King. Brooks King shot from 3, dead straight from the center, no good. And it goes out of bounds it'll be Borah's ball. And here comes some of the starters back in.
Yeah, DeAndre Jones checking back in, Rylan Bergerson checking back in. So, it may be one of those situations the coach said, all right, why don't you guys just sit down for a little bit and figure out if you want to play or not tonight and calm down. So we'll see now if they calm down, if they get the good shots.
And right now they got Neil Coley handling the ball. You talked about Bergerson was handling the ball a little while ago rather than DeAndre Jones. Well, now they got Coley in there, but they do have Jones on the court. Left side, Reitman has it. Thinking about shooting over to Sani. Now he goes by him on the baseline off the glass, and he's going to be fouled. Missed the shot, but he's going to go to the free throw line for a couple. And again, he got the foul from Desanye, so that's his second.
Yep, well, Reitman had the baseline. They went ahead and took it. Oftentimes, especially in high school, that baseline to be there, and they just won't take it.
Reitman, the 6'1 senior, looking for the free throw. And he has it, his first point of the night. And that is Borah's first lead, I think. Or it was like 2-0 maybe.
Yeah.
2-0. That's it. Second free throw, good as well. So now Borah leads at 13-11. Pretty much this game started 2-2. And then Centennial kind of built up the lead a little bit. But now it's gone. Pinckney backing it off. Now, oh, wow, what a cross-court pass in the corner to Brooks King off the glass. He's got it.
Well, you're going to have to give Pinckney the assist on that. Just a pass that whipped across the court.
Yeah, great shot off the glass by King. Tied at 13. Turnaround jumper by Magnuson. He was spinning, shooting, falling off the pace. If he had made that, it would have been a miracle. Underneath to Desagne. Desagne going up, and he's blocked, but he's fouled. I thought it was a clean block. I couldn't hear the whistle. It's so noisy in here.
Yeah, you'll have to, if you want to see that one again, you can watch it after the game at 630thefan.com. Ryland just.
And Ryland Bergerson, Dave, his third.
Ouch, that's going to hurt, but boy, he wasn't going to let him get the jam, and I think that's what he was going for. He wanted to jam that.
So Oakland Evers is getting ready to check in after Desagne takes his first free throw, and Bergerson's going to be riding some pine for right now. Wow. Bergerson with 3 quick personal fouls. Desagne, his first free throw is good. Second one, no good. Rebound, Borah. So 14-13 our score. Patriots lead it. 2:45 to go here in the first half. DeAndre Jones kicks it back outside to Coley. Coley spins and he travels.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned riding the pines. Somebody in the building the other day said, what does that mean to ride the pines? And I went, well, once upon a time the bleachers were made out of wood.
Yeah, that's in the Hoosiers days. Right now he's officially riding the padded seat.
Padded vinyl. Made me feel really old.
I know. It's scary. Kendall Williams with a shot off the glass. Not there. Borah comes down with a rebound. Here comes Reitman down the left side. Reitman between the leg dribble. Again, he does it. Gets to Jerome, top of the key. Nothing there. Coley. Talon Pinckney comes out on him quickly to cut off any attempt at a three. Mark Jerome goes left side to DeAndre Jones. And so now, again, Borah not afraid to take some time, play possession. No shot clock in boys basketball, so they take it easy. Down at the low post, that's Jerome going against Wallach. Kicks it back outside to DeAndre Jones. A minute 50 now to go here in the first half. 14-13, Centennial. Coley from three. Hits the front of the rim, comes straight down to Evers. He can't hit it, but DeAndre Jones gets it right back to Evers, and Evers is up and in. So some good teamwork there underneath the basket as there were hands everywhere. Centennial playing really quick defense. And Borah leads at 15-14 with a minute 25 to go.
Well, we got a close game, and that's what we were expecting.
Both teams 11-1, ranked 1 and 2 in the state. Delvion Jackson turns to the hoop, not there. Evers with the rebound. Gets it over to DeAndre Jones, as now Jones will bring it down the court. Now Jones takes the three. Nobody came out on him. He took the three, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound, takes it to the hoop, hands it off to Evers. Evers can't do anything with it. Gets it back to DeAndre Jones, who's fouled.
Yeah, Brooks King going to come up with the foul on that one that time. DeAndre Jones, I think while he was sitting on the bench, decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep going and be persistent.
63 seconds to go in the first half of this one. 15-14 in favor of the Borah Lions. And DeAndre Jones now getting ready to his first free throw. And it's good. 3 points for Jones. They give him the ball, a couple of bounces. Good rotation. Hits the front of the rim, bounces up, no good. Kendall Williams, the rebound for the Patriots. Under a minute to go here, first half. 2-point ball game. Borah 16, Centennial 14. Brooks Kings dribbles with the left hand to the left side. Gets it to Talon Pinckney, who drives baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. I think, or else he was fouled on the way in. Yeah, he was fouled on the way in. He went right down that baseline, and it was hard to see from this angle. But he was fouled. He'll go to the free throw line where he'll be shooting 1-1.
By the
and
way,
it was Mark Jerome, who got the foul.
Coming up at halftime, we'll be talking to one of the top 10 female basketball players in the nation. Destiny Slocum will join us on the halftime show.
Free throw by Pinckney, no good. Delvion Jackson with the rebound. Jackson gets it back out to Pinckney. 38 seconds to go. Pinckney trying to take it to Magnuson. Off the glass high, and it rolls. Got a shooter's touch there. DeAndre Jones with 5 points. And we're tied at 16. 25 seconds to go. First half. 16-16. Borah has the basketball. Will they play for the final shot? It's down to 17 seconds. Neil Coley almost traveled. needs to dribble that ball. Now they're trying to bring him out. Magnuson has it, 9 seconds, and Magnuson's fouled by Kendall Williams. That's not what Williams wanted.
No, it's one of those fouls. His feet just kind of got under him. It kind of tripped him unintentionally, but nonetheless, the foul is called.
Actually, that was called on Delvion Jackson, his second. And so 6 seconds. Borah with the basketball. Magnuson, pull-up jumper from 15. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Centennial with a rebound. And that's going to end the first half. A low-scoring first half here tonight at Centennial High School. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back to talk about what happened here. We are tied. Two teams 11-1. Two teams 1-2 in the state. And after 1 half of play tonight at Centennial High, they are tied. Centennial 16, Borah 16. We'll be back in 2 on 580 KIDO.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer, dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of it. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
So you guys had a tough one tonight, huh?
Yeah.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about it. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you.
Well, they go all out here.
6 feet or visit
I know. I was wondering where Alice was. I got 6 of them.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better.
What do you guys
There's no
play
reason
next?
it has to be like
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Centennial High School. We're at halftime. Centennial 16, Borah 16. The two top teams in the state are deadlocked here in a low-scoring game. And our special guest tonight from Mountain View High School, Destiny Slocum. Destiny, your team, Mountain View, won in the first round of the district playoffs tonight, handily over Timberline. So we're not going to talk much about that game. Let's get your expert analyzation of the first half of this low-scoring game here for the boys.
I think you just got two good, talented teams that know how to play good defense, then they can go down on offense and then score. So there's a reason the score's tied. So it's going to be a good second half, but I don't know. I think they're both holding back a little bit. I think the second half they just kind of got to let go.
Last year, let me tell you that during the District 5 championship game, you were our color commentator for the first half because your team was not in there. We do not want to see that. This is the only time I want to be talking to you, because we're going to be doing that game next week, okay? Is that a deal?
Oh, yeah.
Well, today, and let's go ahead and talk about today's game, that you guys won 81-42. Adriana, the victory, came up with a great game. I think she had 22 points.
Yeah.
I didn't get your stats. What did you get stat-wise?
I think I had like 16 points and 13 assists.
That's not bad. Those 13 assists.
That's a double-double last time I checked.
Now, is that kind of one of the things you're doing is analyzing it? You're at the point where you know whether you need to score or whether you need to pass the ball off. You've reached that point?
Yeah, I think it's come down to like almost every team in the league thinks that like if they stop me, they stop the team. And then so it's come to a point where like I've realized that my job this year isn't to score. It's more to help the other girls, feed them, and then that's where we're going to get our team camaraderie. Because I can always get my points and always do that thing, but when my team's clicking, that's when we're clicking the most. So.
But that really does show maturity, and obviously that is why Maryland has said, yes, we want you to come. Now last year when we talked to you, you had committed I don't know if you decommitted at that point, but you had verbally talked to Washington, said you were going to do that. Tell me a little bit about that process of changing your mind and seeing what else was out there. Is that the reason for that?
I think it just came to the point where, I mean, don't get me wrong, Washington's an amazing school, and I fell in love the first time I walked on campus. But, I mean, when you're like a freshman and sophomore, and schools are coming at you from every angle, you kind of just want to find the place that, like, makes you most comfortable. And for me, that was Washington. But then I realized that with my talent, I wanted to do way more than just go to college and play basketball. Like, I wanted to make an effect on the way people look at girls basketball, especially the people in Idaho, and I wanted to make a huge change. And the stage that Maryland could put me on is way better than the one that Washington put me on.
A funny story, there was somebody that worked at our work, and she came in and said, Destiny's not going to Washington, she's going to Maryland. And we said, well, how do you know that? She said, my husband saw her, and you have to, I apologize, don't know the name of the coach of Maryland, said he was at a restaurant and saw Destiny having lunch, I think, or you were sitting talking with the coach of Maryland. And he went up and introduced himself to the coach of Maryland. The coach of Maryland just goes, I didn't know anyone here would know who I was.
What kind of a year has this been for you? And specifically, you know, when you got called to the USA team and you know, made the flight over to Russia and you were like showed up and they said, hey, get suited up, you're playing. That, I mean, what an experience that had to be.
I mean, I was super like, I mean, people can say like that getting cut from a team is the best thing ever, but man, it hurts.
Yeah.
And when the first time I was cut, I'll be honest, I cried so hard. And then, I mean, I don't know, I feel like I handled it in a mature way than a lot of other girls. I mean, the USA team was just an amazing experience, and there's nothing that I could have done in my life that's ever going to give me the opportunity to look like at a basketball game like that, because I didn't get many minutes, and I've never ever been in that situation where I don't play a lot or I'm not like one of the best players on the team. And so it was a huge eye-opening experience for me to look at the court and go, you know what, this is why I work hard and this is why I do what I do, because I want to be on the floor and I want to be an impact player. And so it was a huge experience for me.
But you got a lot of minutes. You start getting more and more minutes. And what I loved about you is that when the trophy was handed out, who was right up front with the trophy?
Me.
Destiny Slocum. Gotta love it, huh?
I feel like I'm always on the side of pictures, and I was like, no, I'm going straight for the trophy, right in the middle.
Nice.
I'm making sure people know I was there.
I loved it. I loved it.
As the girls' district tournament continues, obviously you want to see Mountain View do very well. What do you see happening in that tournament as far as who do you see as strengths that really will probably come forward?
Like on my team or on the other teams?
No, on the other teams. We know Mountain View is going to do well and should be there, but But who do you see is doing well in the tournament?
Centennial is always a good team. Us two, I think, are fighting for the two best teams in the league. They have good talent. We have good talent. Eagle and Boise also are huge contributors there. I mean, their size is a huge thing. Not a lot of people in the league have a lot of size, and they can dominate on the rebounds, which kills a lot of teams. But, I mean, I think that out of us four, we all contribute something. If it's not speed, it's rebounding. If it's not scoring, then it's assisting. So, I don't know. I think between us four, there's going to be a lot of somebody's going to rise out of that.
Well, I will say this for anyone listening or watching online, that game will be streamed live next Friday night. We'll be there doing the play-by-play live video streaming, so you can tell your coach in Maryland they can watch it online. Keep an eye on you that way, as you can watch it anywhere we have streaming at 630thefan.com.
Destiny Slocum, our guest at halftime. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it and taking the time for us.
No, it's a huge honor. Thank you.
All right, 16-16 here at halftime. Borah Centennial. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout on 580 KIDO.
Valentine's Day is for all the loves in your life. And Fred Meyer has great prices on the perfect gift for every one of them. Like a dozen beautiful roses and scrumptious chocolates for your one true love. Wow them with Whitman's or Russell Stover box chocolates. Select varieties or buy one, get one free. Plus, you'll save on cute holiday home plush and heart-shaped balloons for your best girl or guy. And Valentine's candles with a card she'll love for your mom. Give love with help from Fred Meyer.
That'd be great.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Hey, Treasure
Welcome
Valley.
back, everybody. Wayne
Steve's
Duzuback,
Ontario
Dave Burnett.
is
We're
all
here at
about the
halftime as
hometown
the two
game.
teams have
Steve
returned
is
to the
a
court.
proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes. And
Sorry,
Steve
it was
wants to
a
be your
2-minute break.
hometown dealer.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I
Steve's
thought so,
Hometown
so we're
Toyota
good.
is the
We're
Valley's
good.
only 13-time
was
Toyota
okay.
President's Award winner for customer
good.
satisfaction. And they promise the short drive to Ontario will
I
be
thought I
worth
heard the
big
line
savings.
Well,
Dare to
so
compare
did I,
and
but
discover the Steve's
I
Hometown
just-
Toyota
it was
difference.
supposed to
The
be a 2-minute
hometown
break,
dealer
so.
supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Those listening on the stream, we just made our first technical error.
Go Wireless is your local
Yeah, that won't
trusted
be our
Verizon
last.
Wireless premium retailer, dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
All right, we are back here at Centennial High School. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you on a Thursday night, our game of the week here on 580 KIDO. We had a Vandal game going on 630 The Fan, but you do have live streaming video on 630thefan.com as we start the third period, a tie ball game, 16-16 at the break. Centennial, underneath they go to Kendall Williams. Williams shot not there. DeAndre Jones comes up with it, almost gets fouled, no call. DeAndre Jones dribbles with it left hand, thinks about shooting. Now he backs it out into the corner and gets it out to Mark Jerome. So Borah will settle in there, and of course Rylan Bergerson starts this third period playing with 3 personal fouls. Jake Poland from top of the key, 3, no, hits the back of the rim, bounces out, and goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Borah, as Delvion Jackson couldn't get a handle on it for the Patriots.
Well, again, we'll see what happens as far as nerves go with these two teams. They should be calmed down. They should be settled down after half a play.
16-16, just underway here in the third period. Glad you could join us either on 630thefan.com or on 580 KIDO. Couple of options for you tonight for this big game. 2 11-1 teams, 1-2 in the state. Borah number 1, Centennial number 2. DeAndre Jones tries to go inside. Talon Pinckney gets a hand on it, bounces right back to Jones. Jones knocked out of bounds into a fan, and it's going to be out of bounds to Centennial.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. He went sprawling to the floor that time. No foul called. He's kind of looking around going, really? Nothing?
Some little kid was trying to get back to his seat, and the next thing you know, he had Talon Pinckney in his lap. Say, dude, excuse me, this is my seat.
You didn't pay to get in.
Yeah, you didn't pay to get in. You got in free. You just have to play. All right, 6:43 to go here. Third period, 16-16. It's been a low-scoring game all night. We were tied at 2 forever in the first period. And after 1, it was 8-6. Ball knocked away. Borah has it. Max Reitman will bring it down the court against Delvion Jackson.
Jake Pollan with the knockaway. Nice stepped in front of that ball to knock it away.
DeAndre Jones, left side, looking for a screen from Burleson. Now he's got double team on him. He gets it out to Jerome. Jerome to Reitman. Reitman needed to probably go one more pass down low, but didn't. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Desanya, so it'll stay with Borah.
Desanya, the big kid, 6'8", sometimes has trouble keeping control of his body, and I think that's probably just size and age.
I'd like to have that problem, 6'8".
Yeah.
You know, I've been vertically challenged my entire life. Just one time, just see what it's like to have to duck going into a doorway. All righty, here we go. DeAndre Jones has it. Goes left side. Max Reitman down to the low post. There's Bergerson. Bergerson drives between 2 defenders. Nice body control. Nice lay-in. He has 4 points.
Yeah, right between Pinckney and Desanya. So he took 2 of the best Centennial Patriots and drove right between them.
Talon Pinckney. Here comes Williams from the corner. It's good. The three-pointer by Kendall Williams. He has 5. His first three-pointer of the night. And it's 19-18 in favor of Centennial. And a foul down the other end against the Patriots.
Yep, that'll be on Pinckney. Pinckney made a great assist on that play before, then came down the court and picked up the foul. That's his second.
Only our first team foul here of the second half, and so inbounds pass comes to Bergerson. Bergerson loses it to Desanye, and Desanye will get it to Wallach. And now here comes Pinckney driving down. Alley-oop to Jackson. Jackson can't get a handle on it, and Borah comes up with a rebound. But the idea was great, and boy, both play were athletic. Reitman down the lane. His shot not there. Bounces around the rim, and then he steals the ball while he's on the floor, and we got a mess going now. Jerome, he dives for the ball. Finally the whistle. Let's see what they call it. They call a timeout, a foul, or what?
Well, I think they're calling it a dumpster fire right now because there's bodies flying everywhere.
Well, Reitman knocked the ball away from Pinckney as he went by him, and Reitman was on his back on the floor, and he just kind of reached out and wiped it away, and the foul's going to be on Desanye, his third.
And that was after two more guys. Desanye went flying to the floor trying to get the ball.
Not a shooting foul, so Borah will bring it in. Long inbounds pass to Reitman. You better hurry up and get that ball. Well, Wallach may take a race at it, but Reitman has it, bringing it back now across half court. 5 minutes to go, third period. 19-18, Centennial leads it. Low scoring game, as we said. Playing with 3 personal fouls. Rodham Bergerson has it, top of the key. Wallach on him. Reitman now drives the lane, kicks it back to Rodham Bergerson. His three-pointer, no good. Fought for and a rebound. Jerome tried to save it, but he got it into Brooks King, and here comes Centennial. Delvion Jackson, a couple of moves down the lane, runs into a defender, Jake Paulin, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Delvion Jackson, his third.
Well, I would say these two teams are playing with a little reckless abandon right now. They're just letting everything go, and the fouls are flying.
Playing a little street ball here, Dave, really, and it's 19-18. Magnuson checks into the ball game.
But I will say this, I'll give credit to the players because they're playing with a lot of heat and intensity. They'll go into those fouls and they'll come out laughing. So far, they've had a good attitude toward it.
Yeah, there hasn't been any, like you say,
chippiness.
Tension or chippiness is a good word for it, yeah. DeAndre Jones, left side, Brooks on him. Jones drives to the hoop, off the glass, too high, too strong, still fighting for it. Kendall Williams finally gets control of it, gets it to Talon Pinckney. He's going 100,000 miles an hour. Shot up in the air, no good. He's fouled to go to the free throw line.
I think it's going to be DeAndre Jones picking up the blocking foul on that one. Nope, that'll be on Paulin, picking up his third foul.
So Paulin picks up his third, as you mentioned, and that'll put, excuse me, what am I saying?
Yep, Paulin.
Talon Pinckney. Free throw no good. Pinckney tonight 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
Paulin's going to take a seat right now. Number 40, Derek Opland coming into the game.
Second free throw is good. 5 points tonight for Talon Pinckney. And the Patriots lead at 20-18. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. A Thursday night game of the week on 580 KIDO and live streaming video on 630thefan.com. Next Friday night, the 5A Girls District Basketball Championship game. That's what we'll have for you. Will be our game of the week. Rodham Bergerson, fall away jumper, no good. Too high off the glass. But Magnuson comes up with a rebound, puts up an 18-footer, and it's good. Ellis Magnuson with 6 points. He's got a half a dozen, and he leads the Borah Lions, Dave.
Yeah, it's interesting. Bergerson, DeAndre Jones, Reitman not having big games.
Wallach goes down the baseline, not there. But how about Kendall Williams coming in with a tip back? 7 points for Williams. 22-20 is our score. And Rylan Bergerson takes it to the hoop, and he's fouled. He'll get himself to the free throw line for a pair.
Yeah, for Borah, they should feel very fortunate. And I say that with all respect. They're only down by 2. Their stars, so far, they've just struggled a bit, whether it's a good defense by Centennial or just one of those nights. They have had a hard time tonight.
Wallach with a foul, his first. Here comes Bergerson. Good free throw. He has 5 points.
You can tell he's practiced that up by the garage a lot.
As we mentioned, he got 2 quick fouls and had to sit down for a while. Then got a third foul. So he's playing with 3 tonight. And his second free throw is good. Half a dozen points for Rodham Bergerson. 22-22 is our score. Brooks King has the ball knocked away by Bergerson. Bergerson's got a 3-on-1 break against Talon Pinckney, and Bergerson takes it in, and they're going to get a moving foul against Talon Pinckney, and this crowd wanted an offensive charge against Rylan Bergerson. Blocking foul instead against Pinckney, his third. What'd you think, Dave? I'd have to look at that's one I'd have to look again.
Yeah, I think probably that was the right call. I would go with that. I think that was the right call. I don't think Pinckney had set himself.
Yeah, I don't think Pinckney was set either. All right, inbounds to Bergerson. Bergerson lays it up and in over the top. A great inbounds play, and it's 24-22 in favor of Borah with 2:50 to go.
Caught the Patriots sleeping on that one. They just tossed it up to the rim, and in it went.
Ferguson got caught between a lay-in and a jam, and it still went in, though. Brooks King from three. In and out. Not there. Talon Pinckney, what a hustle to get the rebound. Kendall Williams from three. Not there again. And now we got a foul, and that's going to be Brooks King fouling DeAndre Jones. And so King now getting his second.
He came off the turnbuckle with a flying Walinda there on him, just flattened him.
He really did.
That's wrestling. Sorry.
That's a two-point takedown.
I think it was.
Yeah, definitely a two-point takedown. 2.5 to go here, third period. Borah 24, Centennial 22. This is everything we thought it would be. Top two teams in the state. Going to go 12 rounds here tonight. Rylan Bergerson backs it out, top of the key. DeAndre Jones left side has Reitman to his left. He gets it to him in the corner. Pinckney on him. Bergerson, low post, outside a little bit, backs it on King. Fall away jumper, hits the front of the rim, gets his own rebound. Now he's fighting for it. It's on the floor. They call it to Borah. They said it was off of King.
Yeah, I think it's probably the right call. King was the guy closest to the sidelines, probably touched him last on the way out.
So 2:01 to go here. Borah gets it inbounds. Max Reitman working on Wallach. They go to the high post to Evers. Evers back out. DeAndre Jones three. No, hits the front of the rim. Pinckney runs it down. It's a 1-on-3 break. Will he pull it back? Maybe not. Now he kicks it out to Kendall Williams. Williams, little juke move, and I think he traveled. Nope, he got pushed on the way in.
Yep, no shot.
No shot at all. Little hand foul.
Going to see Jake Pullen check back into the game. I think Jake's playing with 3 fouls.
Evers committed the foul. He comes out. Neil Coley comes in. Jerome comes in. So Kerry Cada making some changes right now. Bergerson comes out.
He's coming back to that second lineup that got them back into the game. So he feels confident in his bench.
Right now, Borah leads it 24-22. A minute 40 to go here, third period. Brooks King has it. Gets it to Talon Pinckney. Looks down at his shoes as if to say, is my shoelace tied? But it is. Kick out to Brooks King. King down the lane. Has it stripped as he's going in. Let's see what they call. He leaned in, and I think they're going to call a foul on Jake Paul, and if so, it's his fourth.
Yep. King again looked like a professional wrestler as he just went flying through the air and just flattened him.
Actually, they're going to call that on Reitman, so a break for Borah. Brooks King will be shooting two because Paulin was right there. He was on the ground right next to Reitman. Free throw, no good.
That one kind of hit the edge of the lip and right around the rim and popped out.
Had a lot of spin on that ball.
It did. Sideways spin.
Brooks King with 5 points, including a three-pointer to start things off for him. And since then, he hasn't scored here in the second half. That time he does, so he has a half a dozen points. We got a 1-point ball game, 24-23. Borah leads it, 1:20 to go here. Third period at Centennial High School. Two teams combined at 22-2. 1-2 in the state, competing here tonight. And it's been a tight one all the way. Down low to Jerome. Jerome muscles his way down the baseline. Nothing there, kicks it back out. Magnuson from three, good! Magnuson buries it. He has 9 points. And it's 27-23, the biggest Borah lead of the game. Remember, Centennial upset Borah at Borah earlier this year. Borah's trying to give payback. Brooks King drives into the hoop. I think he's going to go to the free throw line. I think that was a continuation. He was fouled, And as he was going in, he put the shot up, and they're going to give him 2.
Yeah, he was in the air when he was fouled and then put the shot up after he was in the air. But, yeah, you're right. It was continuation.
So 2 fouls now on Max Reitman. And Brooks King, who was just 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, makes this one for his 7th point of the game. So Reitman comes out after that next foul. And so DeAndre Jones checking back in with 46 seconds to play in the third period in a 3-point ball game. Now a 2-point ball game as King gets his 8th point. It's 27-25 Borah. Full court pressure coming here by Centennial, and they'll relent. So it's just a token full court press. Magnuson has it to Coley. Neil Coley dribbles right side. Kendall Williams on him. 30 seconds now to go. Magnuson pulls it high over his head, and I think we got a foul away from the play, and I'm not sure who it's against.
Yeah, it was a holding foul right now, and that's going to be on number 22.
Yeah, it's going to be on Wallach.
Taylor Wallach, yeah.
So that's his 2nd personal foul, and now we're in a 1-on-1 situation, so that's a 17th foul. So that's going to send Jake Poland to the line. The 6'2 senior looking for his first point of the game, and still doesn't have it. So he misses the front end of a 1-on-1. Centennial rebounds it with 25 seconds to go here in the third, trailing by 2, 27-25. Wallach has the basketball. Cleverly in there as well. Wallach now with 13 seconds. Now they go to Jackson. Delvion Jackson going about DeAndre Jones. His shot not there, but a foul. And that was kind of apparently it was against Jackson. So Delvion Jackson, offensive foul, his 4th.
I'm not quite sure I saw that one that way, but I don't have a striped shirt, nor do I have a whistle.
So with 7.4 seconds to go in the third, Borah has it into Jerome, down to DeAndre Jones. 1-on-1 against Brooks, goes by him, lays it up and in. How about that? DeAndre Jones, his first points of the second half. He has 7 now in the game, and with 8 minutes to play, 1 quarter to go here at Centennial High School. It's Borah 29, Centennial 25, and we'll be back in 1 minute on 580 KIDO.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards-checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Chinden. Boise Muffler Shop, they can simplify your day.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
All right, welcome back to Centennial High School. We've got 8 minutes to play here in regulation, 29-25. Borah leads Centennial on the Patriots' home court. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you. Our game of the week this week here on a Thursday night. Coley gets it back to Bergeson. Bergeson underneath to DeAndre Jones. He's double-teamed on the low post. Kicks it out to Magnuson for 3. Not there. And Kendall Williams rips the boards down and gets it to Talon Pinckney. So Pinckney will bring it down left side. 2-3 zone now from the Borah Lions. Brooks King going down baseline. There's some contact, no call. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound to Borah. Ryden Bergeson right side to Coley. Neil Coley has it, hold it up now. Bergeson with those 3 fouls, working the low post. Ball's on the ground, he comes up with it, gets it to DeAndre Jones. Jones, tough shot, no good. Rebound, Pinckney. Pinckney now turns on the Jets, kicks it in the corner to Brooks King. He goes baseline, floating leaper, and then coming out of nowhere is Kendall Williams with the follow-up.
It was almost as if he knew that shot was going to miss. He just comes flying up through the paint and puts that one up and in.
Kendall Williams now with 9 points, 29-27, a 2-point game. Borah leads at 6:45 to go in regulation. Paulin in the corner to Coley. Coley's pass knocked away momentarily by Wallach. Now Coley has an open three. Air ball on the floor. Wallach picks it up, gets it to Talon Pinckney, and Pinckney comes down left side. He had a 1-on-3, gets it to Brooks King, and on the way in, King is fouled.
I think Ellis Magnuson is going to be picking up the foul. That'll be his first foul of the game for the Lions.
Not a shooting foul, so down by 2. Centennial will bring it in underneath their own bucket. And King will bring it in. Connor DeSandier back in the ball game, playing with his 3 personal fouls. They get it into Pinckney, now to King in the corner. To DeSandier, double team down at the low post. Goes in the lane, spins one way, spins the other, too high on the glass. Ball knocked out though, and Wallach has it. Nice knockout there by Durupt. Ian Durupt in the game. Hadn't called his name much tonight, but he just kind of kept that ball alive on the offensive board. Wallach goes down the baseline, kicks it back outside. Brooks King's wide open from 3. Ooh. Nothing but net. He has 11, and Centennial leads at 30-29 with 5:50 to go.
Boy, he stroked that three-pointer in. It was just beautiful.
DeAndre Jones goes top of the key with the dribble now. Setting up, looking for Bergeson, trying to set up on that low post, but he's got DeSanti now down low, guarding everything. In the corner they go to Magnuson for 3. His shot too far. Bergeson rebound, up high off the glass and good. Rylan Bergeson now with 10 points in the ball game. 31-30 in favor of Borah. Shot no good. Wow, Wallach point blank range, couldn't make it get down. DeAndre Jones has the basketball. Borah with a 1-point lead. Coming up on 5 to go in regulation. Paulin gets it in the corner to Reitman. Reitman picked up there by Durup. Reitman's going to shoot from 3. No, hits the back of the rim, bounces out. Wallach gets the long rebound. Gets it over to Pinckney, and Pinckney now will bring it down. A little more controlled on offense right now by Talon Pinckney and the Centennial Patriots as they trail this 1 by 1. Brooks King right side. Magnuson on him. He's standing right in front of the Centennial bleachers. And then we got a whistle away from the ball again. Dave, I did not see.
I didn't see what happened there, but it is a holding call.
Yeah, and it was way away from the play where the ball was. And it's going to be against Paulin. It's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, I think it was one of those plays where his guy was getting away from him and he thought if he just give a little tug on the jersey, keep him in place, but he got caught.
So Delvion Jackson will bring it inbounds to Pinckney. Pinckney, Jones on him, gets it right back to Jackson. Jackson kicks it to Brooks King from 3. No good. Rebound, Mark Jerome. Jerome hassled a little bit by DeSantier, then gets it over to DeAndre Jones. In the corner they go to Magnuson. His shot not there. He can't believe it. And there was no Borah players down there to rebound, so here comes Centennial.
And he should believe it. That was an ugly shot. That one just kind of clanked off the side of the rim.
Obviously he likes that corner shot. Can't believe it's not going tonight. But so far he's not found the range. Talon Pinckney trying to drive down that baseline, cut off by DeAndre Jones. Pinckney goes the other way. Jones stays with him. Turnaround jumper, too strong. Fight for the rebound. Magnuson comes up with it. And he's going to slow it down because he had a 1-on-3 break. Those aren't the numbers he wanted, so he gets it over to DeAndre Jones. 3:30 to play in the ball game. Regulation. 1-point game. 31-30. Borah leads it. Jerome backs it out. King on him defensively to DeAndre Jones left side. Reitman in one corner. He's got Mark Jerome in the other. Rylan Bergeson top of the key. Williams comes out on him. Again, Borah being patient with the basketball here in a 1-point lead. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in regulation. Bergeson gets it to Jerome. Jerome from 3. No good. Talon Pinckney. So 1 and done for Borah. as long as they wasted, as long as they took, and as patient as they were, Dave, I'm not sure that was the right shot to take. And Centennial calls timeout with 2:55 to play in regulation. Borah 31, Centennial 30. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back after this on 580 KIDO.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and ankle medical center.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about them. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee: sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you. Call 466-FEET or visit footandAnkleMedicalCenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and ankle medical center.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
Welcome back, everybody. 2:55 to go in regulation. A 1-point ball game, exactly what we expected from the top two teams in the state. Borah 31 and Centennial 30. Wayne DeZubak with Dave Burnett. You got a score update?
Yep, another game that took place, let's see, for the Mavericks, for the guys. They beat Valley View tonight 77-61.
I believe that was the only other guy game that being played tonight. So
here in the Valley.
A light night, but big, heavy action going on right here. Centennial down by 1 with the basketball. Wallach in the lane, nowhere to go with it. Got to get out of there. He could get called for 3 seconds, but he gets it out to Talon Pinckney. Pinckney kind of holds up a finger saying, okay, this is the play we want to run. Goes right side to Williams, to Wallach. Then they go underneath to Talon Pinckney, who has it knocked away by DeAndre Jones. And over to Bergeson. Bergeson down to Magnuson right side. Now DeAndre Jones has the top of the key. Jackson comes out to play some defense on him. Coming up on 2 to go here in regulation. 1-point ball game. Borah with the ball and the lead. 31-30. Very low scoring game here. DeAndre Jones down the low baseline. Gets cut off. Gets it out to Mark Jerome. 3-pointer on the way. Not there. Magnuson comes up with a rebound. As it was a long rebound and a lot of hands hitting at it. And it ended up with Jerome for Borah. So Borah now with $1:45 to go. DeAndre Jones driving. His shot off balance, no good. Desagnier with the rebound, and from behind, I'm not sure why Max Reitman picked up his third personal, but he just reached around Desagnier and slapped at him.
The guy who's 6'8" comes down to the rebound, slapping at him. He's not going to get the ball away from him. You know, I was going to say, a minute ago, well, maybe we're not crediting the defense enough, but these teams, if you looked at their shooting percentage, both of these teams are getting their shots. The ball's just not going on the hole for either side.
All right, that was the 17th foul, so 1-on-1. Desagnier picks up his second point of the game. He only has 2 points tonight, and he's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. And we're tied at 31. A timeout. We'll take a 30-second break as well. This is going to get exciting. 31 all, 1:44 to go. We'll take a 30-second break right here on 580 KIDO.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
1:44 to go here in regulation. It was 8-6 Centennial after 1, 16-16 at halftime, 29-25 Borah after 3, and with 1:44 to go here, it's tied at 31. Centennial and Borah, with Connor Desagnier eyeing a second free throw to give Centennial the lead. It bounces around and falls through. His third point of the night, 32-31 Centennial. Again, both teams 11-1 in league. Ryan Bergeson, fall-away jumper, hits front of the rim, bounces long. DeAndre Jones races it down, gets it back to Bergeson. Bergeson to Magnuson, 1:25 to go in regulation. Borah with the ball, down by 1. Right side, DeAndre Jones. Jackson comes out on him, now to Saunier, playing way out, top of the key. DeAndre Jones thinking he can take him down the lane. He tries, high off the glass, he does. DeAndre Jones scores, he has 9 points. It's 33-32 Borah. Coming up on 1:05 to go in regulation. Back and forth we go. Talon Pinckney has it. Pinckney dribbles down the lane. Alley-oop to Desanye. Catches the ball. Waits for the defense to go by and puts it up and in. And Desanye has 5 points and 4 big ones here in the last 30 seconds. 45 seconds to go. It's Centennial by 1, 34-33. DeAndre Jones. Shot no good. Desanye rebound. And Jones fouls him. And Connor Desanye will be going down the other end to shoot 1 and 1.
And he is a good free throw shooter, so that is not a bad thing for Centennial to have the big 6'8" kid on the line.
DeAndre Jones, his 3rd personal foul. 38.9 seconds to play in regulation in a 1-point ball game. So, as you know, the best that Desanye can do is make it a 1-possession game. And a timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back as Desanye goes to the line with 38 seconds to play. His Centennial Patriots up by 1 on 580 KIDO.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
All right, doesn't get any more exciting than this on a Thursday night here in the Valley with high school basketball, our game of the week, living up to all the billing. 38.9 seconds to play. Patriots lead it over Borah 34-33, and Connor Desanye from Centennial at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
This is must-see TV on the web tonight at 630thefan.com. A lot of folks, thank you for watching in on the streaming tonight. We do appreciate that. Make sure you tell your friends and family members that they can watch the games at 630thefan.com. Next Friday will be the district championship for the girls.
All right, Desanye, 5 points, 6 points. 5 points here in the second half, and 5 of those points have all come in the last 30 seconds or so. So Connor Desanye really making his presence felt here, but still can only make it a 1-possession game. He does. 7 points, 36-33. Let's see what Borah does. If they go for the quick 2 or if they wait for the 3. Will this be an overtime game like the JV game? I don't know. They kick it outside. Reitman, right side to Magnuson from 3. Scores! 12 points for Ellis Magnuson. We're tied at 36, and we've got 18 seconds to play. And timeout Centennial. 15.9 to go. We'll hold it here. 15.9 to go. Tied at 36 here at Centennial High School. Wow. Everything we thought it would be.
You know, the JV game was a barn burner. It came down to overtime. And the varsity game has held up to exactly what we expected as well. And that is just an incredible game between these two ranked number 1 and number 2 in the state teams. I'll tell you what, if I was a coach, well, Highland played tonight. They won their game against, I think, Skyline over in Eastern Idaho. But if I was an East Side school, I would have been over here to watch and scout this game.
Right now, Ellis Magnuson of Borah leads all scorer with 12 points. Rodden Bergerson has 10. For Centennial right now, it is Kendall Williams with 9 and Connor Desanye with 7. 6 of those here in the second half, and all 6 of those coming, I would say, in the last minute and a half at the most.
He's really been kind of quiet through most of the game, even on the board. You had Talon Pinckney, I think, out rebounding him in the first half. So he's been very quiet, but he's stepped up when he needs to, and he's really been very good at the free throw line for Centennial tonight.
Here's the deal, Dave. You got 15.9. I think you take a last-second shot. I don't think you allow Borah to have an opportunity to win it on your home court at the buzzer.
No.
If you end up going to overtime, you have, I think, the home court advantage. And so if I'm Centennial, I'm going to go ahead And, of course, if you're Borah, you're not going to foul, but you don't want to give him the easy look at the hoop. And, of course, you think Talon Pinckney's going to be the guy that's going to take it down the lane. And that way, if he does do a drive penetration, he's going to try to draw the foul and see what happens. Here we go, 8 seconds. Pinckney has the ball, right side. Picked up by DeAndre Jones. 3 seconds. Pinckney off the glass. Good! Talon Pinckney gets it in. He has 7 points, and that's it. And Talon Pinckney gets the game winner at the buzzer. 38-36. Talon Pinckney high off the glass with 1 second to go. Borah no chance to get another shot off as the students from Centennial swarm the court, and it's pandemonium at Centennial High School on a Thursday night.
Wow. Could you ask for a wilder finish for the end of the game? And Borah, once again, Centennial has Borah's number. Wow.
So Centennial 12-1, and Borah 11-2. 1-2 in the state, and number 2 beats number 1 tonight here at Centennial. We'll take a 2-minute break to catch our breath. We'll be back to wrap it up after this. Again, Centennial 38, Borah 36 on 580 KIDO.
Helping you feel better one step at a time.
You take thousands of steps every day and probably never think about it. When you have an injury, it only takes one step to realize how important your feet and ankles really are. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Many times, soft tissue damage doesn't show up on an x-ray. That's why it's important to see a specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. If you do end up with an injury, see the specialist. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. More specialized than an ortho doc and no referral needed. Find the office near you. Call 466-FEET or visit footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Helping you feel better one step at a time. Foot and Ankle Medical Center.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Chinden. Boise Muffler Shop. They can simplify your day.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Treasure Valley High School basketball is on the air and on the web with live video streaming at 630thefan.com.
All right, welcome back. It's still rocking here at Centennial High School. Wayne DeZubak along with Dave Burnett. Again, our final tonight, Centennial winning it on a buzzer-beating shot by Talon Pinckney. 38-36 our final as Centennial improves to 12-1 in league play. Borah at 11-2. And the top 2 teams in the state put on a show tonight, Dave.
Yes, they did. As a matter of fact, I am putting that last-second shot and the rush of the court by the students online right now. I'm going to tweet that out. Got a good picture of Talon making that last-second shot and then the students rushing the court. So I'm going to post that up on our Twitter site here in just a matter of seconds.
Well, Pinckney ended up with 7 points. The last 2 were the biggest, of course. Brooks King had 11. Connor DeSandier had 6 points in about 40 seconds. Here late in the fourth period, had 7 points on the night. Really did a great job. Canned 4 out of 4 free throws exactly when they need them. Leading all scorers was Ellis Magnuson. His three-pointer tied the game, and at 36 all, DeAndre Jones had 9 points. Ryden Bergeson had 10 points. And again, this game was 8-6 Centennial after one period, 16-16 at halftime. Borah led at 29-25 after 3, and the final again 38-36. Centennial winning it on a Talon Pinckney buzzer beater. You gotta love it. And
yeah,
I'll tell you what, it may be a Thursday night, but it definitely was our game of the week. So Fridays do not You know,
This so far is the best game we've seen this season by far and away. It was just a screaming barn burner. And I will say this for Borah. I mean, Borah right now, Coach Cada has them in the locker room. I am sure that they are just absolutely depressed. But I will say this, Ryland did not have his best game. DeAndre Jones did not have his best game. Max Reitman, as I said, he didn't play very well. They had some other guys step up and keep them in the game. So as they go into district now and as they go into state, they can take heart in the fact that their best players really didn't play that well tonight, but yet they were still right there at the end of the game. So Borah can take heart in that they've got what it takes to beat Centennial. They're just now going to have to take that mental thing of these guys have beaten us twice and overcome that.
well, you get also you talk about that mental thing. If they meet a third time,
It's tough.
you know, that is what really becomes tough, to beat somebody 3 times in a season. Well, that's going to do it. Again, I want to thank our sponsors before we leave. Steve's Hometown Toyota, Go Wireless, Boise Muffler, Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Double R Ranch, and Pioneer Federal Credit Union. For Cindy on video, for